Will I go live with Derek or what?
You can, yeah. Tell Derek you're going live. Hi John, look, I've got a few people who are able to watch it. We seem to have like 9 or 10. Yeah.
Good afternoon and welcome along to what is a blustery Clarecastle for the first round of the Clare Under-21A Hurling Championship. This exciting new departure, it has to be said, for Clare sports coverage, streaming this game live across the Clare Champion website and indeed as well on the social media channels. First round of the Under-21A Championship, a hell of a lot more to come as well, and two right cracking teams to tell you about in just a couple of moments time. Clarecastle hosting the meeting of Kilmaley and Sixmilebridge. We can't come to Clarecastle without meeting up with Fergie O'Loughlin, our match analyst here this afternoon. Fergie, we're just talking to a couple of people there on the way in. Under-21A Championship in Clare, people always look forward to this.
Yeah, I suppose the best part of it, Derek, is probably it's knockout. There's no safety in it, so it's all or nothing. You have to go right from the start to the finish, and down through the years we've seen some fantastic games. Even though weather doesn't allow really hurling to be at its very, very best, but you see fantastic ferocity in it. You see fantastic motivation, and every club, I suppose, at the start of the year likes to get a good starting point to their year going forward, and Under-21 Championship kind of sets that alight. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a real titanic struggle today here.
It's a championship that's always run off just over a couple of weeks. Good Friday traditionally hosts the final. Other years lads have had to kind of skirt in around the back door of a pub to celebrate, but obviously from last year it was that little bit different. But again, that quick pace over and done with 3 or 4 weeks kind of makes it that bit unique.
It does, Derek, and we talk about in every championship, I suppose, momentum. When the Senior Hurling Championship really gets up and going, it's the team that can go from week, have a break, and onto the second week and build up momentum. It's the same with this 21. I'm sure whatever team wins today will be in a real good line after a real tough challenge here today, and it's momentum and it's fast and quick, and again we speak about it, we don't want to be waiting around for 3 months to the next round or 4 months, and this brings a real life of its own in where it comes fast and quick and furious, and that's the good thing about 21 Championship.
Absolutely. We mentioned the teams, let's run you through them. Kilmaley and Sixmilebridge. Sixmilebridge start with Shane White in goal. They've got a full backline of Leon Kelly, Killian Custy and Jake Deneen. It's Oisin Fitzpatrick, Patrick Mulready and Christopher Carey across the half back line. Midfield pairing is Kieran Hassett and Storm Devaney. James Holloway, Ronan Toohey and Mark Gall are on the half forward line, with an inside line of Tiernan Agnew, Jack Corrie and Paul Corrie. Kilmaley then for their part start with Ronan Cannon in goal. Into Harran, Arden Maloney and Oisin Looney make up the full back line. Bradley Higgins wears 6, with Sean Kennedy and Tommy Barry wearing 5 and 7 respectively. Midfield pairing here of Micheál Murray and Cathal Darcy. Éanna McMahon, Sean O'Loughlin and Tom O'Rourke make up the half forward line, with Aidan Kennedy, John Finucane and Peter Ronan completing an inside line. Fergie, these two teams, we were just saying it off air again, in terms of senior experience, an awful lot to tick in terms of Kilmaley's favour.
Oh, definitely, Derek, and I suppose the policy of Kilmaley down through the last maybe 2 to 3 years at senior level is to give the young fellas a real right go, and that's going to benefit them further down the line at senior level. I'd be expecting, if not this year, maybe next year, that the benefits of playing these young fellas you just mentioned that are under 21 panel at senior level, and they've a right good sprinkle of experienced lads now playing at under 21 level. They got good experience last year at senior level. A little bit the opposite to the Bridge. They're relatively very young. There isn't too many household names that we saw from last year at senior level, bar Mulready. But look at again. You can write that off if you want at times. It can stand you at times. I think the further on you go in this championship, maybe, just maybe, those experienced players come into their own. First rounds can bring up experienced players might find it hard to get going on it, but if you're looking on the balance of both teams, Derek, you're definitely looking at Kilmaley. Definitely have the balance of power in senior hurling players.
You know this field here in Clarecastle inside out, Fergie. Very strong breeze blowing across into us here. We're in between the two pitches as such, so people will know that the high wall over on the far side, it's going to make shooting conditions quite difficult, I'd imagine, particularly you're trying to drive it into the teeth, the breeze, maybe to bring it back inside that far post.
Yeah, and it is a difficulty here, where the pitch is in relatively good condition, little grass a little bit high, but you can expect that, and I'd say this, Derek, all teams probably in the preparation leading up to today have been probably training in AstroTurf pitches. It's been ball moving at 100 miles an hour. It'll be a little bit different today, but you're probably looking at ground surface, probably one of the better pitches in Clare at this time of the year now. So coming down to that, yeah, you're right. There is a difficult breeze here, and a blustery day. It can swirl around a little bit. Difficult shooting, probably, especially into the clubhouse side of things. But look I'm sure after 10 or 15 minutes, I've been watching the Kilmaley warm up here being done. I don't know which coach was telling them about their shooting. They're doing a shooting drill, to allow for the breeze on the left hand side going to the right and vice versa. So yeah, they'll probably have curved a little bit. That Clarecastle is probably that. And I'll tell you, Derek, it's a very, very good hunting ground for the Bridge. They like to come here. They have an awful lot of success here at minor and 21 here. So I'm not surprised the game went ahead here, even though it's our first game for quite a while here. So it's good to see that the peace process has really, really started on this front. But look, I think after 10 or 15 minutes we'll see both sides maybe getting the grips of the win. No, it's not as blustery as I thought it was, Derek. As you say, it is a habit here that it does come across the field, maybe into the left hand side, but it can be a little bit difficult. We'll see how teams sort themselves out with it.
Absolutely. And of course we have to mention our match sponsors this afternoon as well, who are Gart Road Tyres, coming on board with us for this Clare Under 21A Championship. So if you've any need or want for new tyres as the frost starts to come, you can head out to the lads there in Gart Road Tyres. We'll be telling you an awful lot more about them. If you want to get in contact with them, 6820877. They're in the Gart Road Industrial Estate on the Gart Road here in Ennis, and we'll be talking about them an awful lot more as the match progresses. A couple of senior hurling stars taking in this game as well. I can see Niall Gilligan below there with his Sixmilebridge hat very firmly on, and Conor Cleary making his way down around the back far side of the goal as well. Referee this afternoon from Killanena is Ger Hoey. Teams just in their final huddle. Will be close enough to 2 o'clock. What is it now? Just bang on 2 o'clock, so we won't be too far off it. But Fergie, I suppose the teams here that'll come through, Kilmaley, very warm favourites. We've also got a game as well, you're on Clarecastle and St Joseph's Door Bearfield. Again, a lot of people are looking forward to as well later on this afternoon. Yeah, that's going to be a cracker of a game. Joseph's and Bear and Clarecastle. I think both teams kind of fancied themselves, talking to a few lads around Clarecastle during the week. They quietly fancied themselves, and talking to one or two Bearfield lads, they think that this is a real foundation of a team going forward for their club, that many of them, maybe 10 or 11 of them, could be stalwarts at intermediate level to get back up next year again. So that will be a right titanic struggle again below in Shannon again. Don't know what the field surface is like below there, but you can see it being a right slog out and right thing. But looking at both teams, Derek, here in front of us, very small, both teams relatively, especially Kilmaley, they look very small and handy. A few big lads from the Bridge, but out in the flanks, looking at the 12s and 10s, maybe 7s and 5s, they look handy and small. So it'd be interesting to see how the smaller lads deal with the difficult conditions of being a little bit slower and a bit more physical. Yeah, absolutely. We took a walk across the pitch before this game as well, and certainly there was a feeling that it's, as Fergie mentioned, in the better conditions right across the county. We're just looking at the teams as they go out into their positions. There you can see Kilmaley making their way up to the goal away to our left hand side, so not really fair to say any team are playing with the breeze. Perhaps this breeze is going down into the right hand corner, so maybe it'll just favour the Bridge defenders as they make their clearances here throughout this game. We've also got to mention as well the man that's helping us out on stats here this afternoon, Dermot O'Neill, great man from Ballyea. He's going to keep us updated in terms of the wides and free counts and all the rest of it as well. Hopefully it's going to be a very, very intriguing game. 2 minutes past 2. Ger Hoey just checking the watch, making sure that everything's going to be in place. Midfield pairings ready. I've no doubt he'll tell them get back behind the 45 before he gets the ball underway, and that's exactly what is transpiring. Kilmaley first with possession, and that of course outside there is Sean O'Loughlin. Ball back to the ground again. Darcy trying to flick it away. His manager down here to our right hand side, you'll hear him, Kevin McNamara, son of course of the former Cahirlock of Clare County Council, Tom McNamara. It's Éanna McMahon with the ball in his hands, just on his hands and knees, trying to pick that one up, and referee Ger Hoey has indicated that's going to be a free out to the Bridge. An immediate indication there, Fergie, in terms of that difficult conditions here this afternoon in terms of trying to get that ball up. We can expect plenty of those rucks developing, I'd say. Yeah, I think so, Derek. That was just a sign of maybe what's to come, or maybe not. It was from the throw-in, and I think both teams were anxious, and looking at the sidelines, both teams were anxious to get leads over the ball and lay down the marker early on. Free to Bridge, should be scoreable. James Holloway, that's Pat Mulready that's taking it as this one trails in, and that's a fantastic score from right on his own 65 metre line from Patrick Mulready. You predicted a Fergie was going to be scoreable. That breeze coming into play. Yeah, that breeze coming into play, and I said, Derek, after a few minutes or a few seconds we'll find out who's it really benefiting. It looks like the Bridge at this moment in time. Sean O'Loughlin going off down along that far side, trying to get the ball into the corner to young Kennedy. Lovely little flick up there from Kennedy, comes back around, perhaps a high hurley. Referee says he'll just play go. Kennedy switching play right across here to this near side of the field. That's Peter Ronan. Nice little tap ball inside. Carl Darcy trying to come onto that, but great defending by Christopher Carey. And now the Bridge can whip it clear. Kieran Hassett turns first time right down into the corner it goes. Oh, that's a fantastic pick up inside. Lovely work there by Paul Curry. Has the shot at goal. Curry, if he can land this one, you'll hear the Bridge lads shouting as it goes over the bar from Paul Curry. A score all of his own making, Fergie. Lovely skill, that sliding pick up.
Lovely catch, Peter. You know, he'd mud underneath his fingernails on that occasion, but a fantastic score as well. Thought he was fouled with your high, played a good advantage, and fantastic start for the Bridge.
2 points, no score. Sixmilebridge leading Kilmaley here in this Clare Under-21 A Hurling Championship. You can hear a fantastic atmosphere right around us. That's Tommy Liddy, the Sixmilebridge manager, urging his troops on. But it's Tom O'Rourke being urged on now by the Kilmaley men. He goes right the way through, pops a little pass off inside, but just didn't come to hand. Scrum developing, but there was a push on the back there of Sean O'Loughlin. That's going to be a free in for Kilmaley. From a coach's perspective, Fergie, that hand on the back, you hate to see it.
I hate to see it, Derek. A relatively soft free in front of the goal, and again very scoreable for Kilmaley. But again, just 2 passes from Kilmaley, maybe 2 straight passes, maybe one just before Paul Curry got that fantastic score for the Bridge. Maybe he should use the hand off the hand pass rather than the hurley. You know, days like today, you know, do the simplistic things right, but very scoreable now for Kilmaley.
Sean O'Loughlin taking it almost dead straight in front of the goals, firing into the teeth of the breeze, makes no mistakes, half the deficit, 2 points to 1. It's Kilmaley leading. We've just got 2.5 minutes gone, and Fergie, for the crowd that are over on that far side of the pitch, they'll be relatively entertained with that first 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, Derek, it's lively, it's well contested. I don't think that we've seen any player hit a loose ball yet, and that should fizzle out a little bit as the game goes on, but it's entertaining.
Indication of the breeze there as the puck out goes well beyond the 45 metre line, but going back there was Cathal Darcy. Good work from him now as he flicks this one forward. Over on that far side it goes to Sean Kennedy now, burning the pace as he tries to play it inside towards Aidan. Aidan bends the back, just wouldn't come up for him first time, but it just went out over the sideline. Good defending there from Leon Kelly for Sixmilebridge. Was going to be a line ball for Kilmaley into the teeth of this breeze. The man that passed us out just a couple of minutes ago, Conor Cleary, is well known for hitting sideline balls for Kilmaley at both minor and under 21 level. Was it Clare Castle was on the receiving end of that?
Don't remind us, Derek. What a fantastic strike by him below in Sixmilebridge to win a fantastic final, and a controversial one.
It certainly was. Let's leave that conversation right there as the play continues. Corey's the man that comes out to try and pick that one up, but good defending again from Kilmaley, and specifically by Tommy Barry with that green helmet now as he comes up along this near stand side of the field, looks to hit this off the left hand side and does. Switches play right into the centre towards the stick of Sean O'Loughlin. Himself and Pam Mulready having a right old ding dong battle outside there. This one has gone the way of the man from the Bridge, Pam Mulready. He'll have another free just inside his 45, and something tells me, Fergie, he's going to go for this one too.
Yeah, it's very, very similar to the first free that he popped over, just a little bit further back than the first one, but again it's central to the goal, a little bit of breeze tees back, and do you know, Derek, just the ferocity of the work rate of the Bridge at the moment is very, very good.
Mulready launches this one. It's got the range but just not the accuracy as it goes out to the right hand side and goes wide. 4.5 minutes gone. The Bridge lead Kilmaley by 2 points to 1. That ferocity you talk about, Fergie, a lot of people are making Kilmaley quite heavy favourites for this. Is that the kind of mentality of the underdog to horse into them early?
100%, and if you don't have it, Derek, you know, and I'm sure the Bridge are coming with that noted to come, maybe they mightn't have it as much as strength in hurling wise or experience wise as Kilmaley, but what they'll make up for is the real work ethic, and they're showing it from the start.
They certainly are. That bit of a scrum developing outside, but yet again it's a man in saffron and blue that's kicking it clear, with Kilmaley though picking it up. Sean O'Loughlin, as he comes back, that's a good strike there from John Finucane, the man from Kilmehel, dropping in dangerously, and it just almost deceived Shane White in the goal, but he did very well indeed to recover. Half block down. Dangerous moments there as this big man with 14 on his back, captain of the Fruin footballers in St. Flannan's as well this year, was young John Finucane. A moment of danger there, Fergie, but the keeper recovered well.
Yeah, I think he dealt with it well because it was hanging in the air. It looked like at one stage when Finucane struck it was going over the bar, but it hung dangerously in the air, and in fairness the goalkeeper came in and took control of it.
Cathal Darcy with lovely stick work, sells the dummy as well, cuts inside, advantage being played, another good save outside by Shane White, but the referee Ger Hoy, he's going to call it back. It's going to be a free in for Kilmaley, starting to settle into the game. We know this fella Darcy, he's as busy as a bee, Fergie. Yeah,
he is, and on that occasion looked very dangerous. The only one thing in his mind, Derek, I suppose, was when he rounded it was that go for a goal, but it was a relatively good save by the goalkeeper, made himself very big, got down low and put it out for 65, no scoreable 65 as well now for Kilmaley.
I think he's bringing it back for the, is he going out for the 65 or for the free? I think it's the free is going to be in, yeah. 20 metre line, just left hand side of the goal. It's going to be that man again, Sean O'Loughlin, to hit this. There, just indicating to set up their defence, Fergie.
Yeah, I think he played an advantage as Darcy went through. I think it was a pullback, it was a good advantage to play, so as the shot was got in, now he's bringing it back for a free from the 21, and again it's very, very scoreable.
Sensible refereeing, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, I think that's good refereeing. I didn't see his hand going up for the advantage, but it obviously did, but that's very, very sensible. The advantage was to let him through because a goal chance was on, but when it didn't work out, to bring him back within the 5 seconds, good refereeing.
Sean O'Loughlin now with the free. Can he level things up in Clarecastle? He certainly does, with relative ease as well. 2 points apiece. Looking at the clock, 6.5 minutes gone, and we can see and hear that man Kevin McNamara here in front of us as well, just telling his team to put the pressure on the puck outs. Don't give Shane White any easy target to hit at, as he hits with that breeze at his back again, going beyond the 65-yard line, as you can see there. Well broken down. The break is there 3-1, and it was Jack Curry coming out from the full forward position to try and pick that one up. Cathal Darcy though kicking it clear. Now a bit of a race on here between himself, the line, and Shane Devaney. Devaney's the man that goes back and does very well indeed to gather that up. Flicks it off towards midfield partner Kieran Hassett. He's hooked outside though. That's great pressure by that Kilmaley defence, and specifically Micheál Murray and Cathal Darcy. Murray, one of these Milltown footballers. Oisín Looney's inside a cornerback as well, a man that won a senior championship football medal with Milltown 12 months ago. It's a great whole experience to pull on at that age, under 21, to have senior championships in your back pocket.
Oh, absolutely, Derek. And a day like today wouldn't faze you. You just go out and you play and you do what you're able to do very, very well. Again, just looking work ethic from both teams. Kilmaley that time, 5 lads around the wing back trying to get a clearance in and turned over ball for a good sideline.
And they turn it over with great accuracy as well, as Aidan Kennedy that is, comes in on that line ball, took that pass brilliantly from this sideline cut, turned inside and off the left hand side, stuck it over the bar. 3 points to 2. Kilmaley hit the front, and I suppose, Fergie, at times hurling can be a simple game.
It can be a simple game, and as for management and players, that kind of a turnover there for Kilmaley, Derek, it's invaluable really, because Bridge were in possession of the ball, and a great hook and great block out for a sideline ball, and the score got out of it.
Kieran Hassett with a fabulous catch, plays the ball inside, and Paul Curry with an equal fabulous paw up into the sky as well, tried to play it to himself there. Curry across to the centre, maybe 2 Bridgemen going for the one ball. Jack Curry almost got it, but it is Sean Kennedy coming away with it now for Kilmaley, wearing those navy blue jerseys with that white number on the back. Aidan Kennedy got our latest score. He's trying to win that ball, but again, fabulous defending over there on the far side from the Bridgemen. That's going to be a free out, and again, it's those kind of frees, Fergie, can rise the crowd. We're on the far side of the field from the crowd over there, but they're getting into it.
They're getting into it. Derek is right, and an attacking chance for Kilmaley, but turned over again by the Bridge with Paul Curry inside in the corner. Derek for Sixmilebridge is causing serious trouble, and I'd say the Bridge's cry will be get it into that corner, because he's lively when he gets the ball. He's causing serious trouble.
He certainly is, and this man will cause plenty of trouble too. Tiernan Agnew, if he can get the ball into his hand, but at the moment the Kilmaley defence holding out well indeed, and I can see Fergie shaking his hands here. You get a little bit cold, Fergie, and I suppose from the players out there, we heard Brian O'Loughlin actually, he's the Kilmaley senior goalkeeper but a coach here with the 21s, and kind of telling the players to let their paw be stung for the first 2 or 3 to try and warm it up. It's that kind of day.
I was going to put him into your pocket, Derek, but I was afraid.
There's nothing in there for you. Might as well keep him out. And the ball is being kept out as well with the Kilmaley defence. Free outs is Gerhoy right in their own half back line. Both teams just settling into this game. 9.5 minutes gone. Kilmaley leading by those 3 points to 2. Breeze, as we mentioned, really is a factor, but at the moment it's in the face of Sean Kennedy, and he's going to take this free. He'll probably come this near side. That's where he goes, tries to angles this ball across. What a hand up there from Christopher Carey. Takes it down up to his own 65. Shortens up the grip as well, but a little half hook on that as he got it away, and good efforts from him, you have to say. We've seen some great fielding here so far. Yeah, very good fielding. I was just about to say there before you mentioned it, lads going up in the air fielding good ball, but I was often impressed last year about the Senior Hurling Championship and minor last year of Bradley Higgins for Kilmaley at centre back, and I think the Bridge have their homework done. We see very little ball there going down the centre to him, all on the flanks, both spread both down to Tiernan Agnew and into Curry in the corner, and they're using their brain on that, because he's an awful influential player for Kilmaley. He holds the centre, and he's a good striker of the ball and good deliverance. He certainly is. That line ball taken is going to break in favour now. Sean O'Loughlin just took the second attempt to get that one up. Shortens up the grip and gets it across to the run outside of Sean Kennedy, attacking from the half back line. Kennedy with a strike at goal. This would be a fabulous score if he lands it, and lands it he does. Sean O'Loughlin to Sean Kennedy off the right wing, planted it over the bar right into the teeth of the Breeze. Fergie, score of the day so far. That was a fantastic score, Derek, on 2 fronts I suppose. On the vision of Sean O'Loughlin to pick out Sean Kennedy coming off from the wing back position, a fantastic pass off the Hurley straight to hand, and a fantastic score played into the Breeze and allowed the Breeze to take it over the bar. There's something we don't see too often in Hurley. 2 Hurleys going up and a big hit going in as well. Cathal Darcy with a big hit in there on Storm Devaney. Bit of a throwback there, Fergie. Two hurleys clashing and did a big hit going in. This 21 championship never fails to deliver.
Geez, I thought it was a brilliant shoulder. I suppose the sideline was very near. It was very tempting to enter, and I think Hoy has punished the Kilmaley man for, I thought, which was a very, very good shoulder, hip to hip it looked like, and put the Bridgeman out over the sideline, but he's given a free to the Bridge.
Free here just right on the 45 metre line, no more than 4 or 5 yards in from the sideline, striking in towards the scoreboard or dressing room end here in Clarecastle, and it's going to be Peter Ronan is the man that'll take it. He'll have to fire it left to bring it back in right again. This breeze going to be a significant factor in this free. You can see exactly the arc of how he did that. A wonderful strike right into the teeth of the breeze, allowed it to take it over, ties up the game. 11 and a half minutes gone, 3 points apiece, and from a free taker, Fergie, you like to get an easy one, but that was anything but
Derek. Yeah, it was out on the sideline, it was difficult, it was into, it was kind of going from left to right, and in fairness, if once it left the hurley, there was no doubt about where it was going. It was over the bar.
3 points apiece, 12 minutes gone here in Clarecastle. Gort Road Tyres are commentary sponsors for this afternoon's Clare Under-21A Championship encounter between Kilmaley and Sixmilebridge as well. It's the Bridge trying to hold out the defence just at the moment. Big John Finucane is the man at the moment. We're going to 4 points to 3 rather. Kilmaley lead at the moment, 4 points to 3. Kilmaley leading Sixmilebridge as we stay on the attack once more. Is that about to be a 2 point lead for Kilmaley? No, just trails out to the left and it goes wide. Tom O'Rourke was the man with that, and a little bit of well, look, you can't beat a little bit of sideline activity, shall we say, but at the moment 4 points to 3. Kilmaley leading, 12 and a half minutes gone. A good chance there for Tom O'Rourke, but just trailed to the wrong side of the post.
It didn't. I thought Tommy Liddy, the manager for the Bridge, was going to get a hook in. He ran out and was right beside him, and Kilmaley lads not too happy with it. Brian O'Loughlin not very happy they're having approached Tom Liddy, but Kilmaley are settling into it a little bit more now.
Cathal Darcy, with a brilliant run right through the centre. If he can get this strike away, he can't. Great harassing again, but it's going to be picked up. Strike, and it's a goal! Brilliant score there from Peter Ronan from Kilmaley as he picked that ball up and lashed it right through. It was a breaking ball that was there to be won, Fergie. He was quickest to react, snapped it up and into the back of the net. Big score in the context of this game as they now stretch 1-4 to 3 points clear. Yeah,
a real opportunist goal, but again it was Darcy coming from the middle of the field, Derek, that caused the trouble. He's a really live wire, not the biggest in the world. When he gets it, he travels with it, and he broke open the Bridge defence, and again opportunist for him to stick it into the back of the net. Big score. Big
score, yes, the biggest gap I suppose we've had in the game to date so far. 1-4 for Kilmaley, 3 points for Sixmilebridge, and it was Paul Curry with that last pointed free for Sixmilebridge as well. But Peter Ronan, the number 15 for Kilmaley, the man that got the goal. The two number 9s meet outside the middle of the park, and Storm Devaney almost getting the better of Darcy on that occasion. It's getting quite physical out there now as the Bridge look to respond, and going to have to be Kieran Hassett trying to drive his way through. We've seen Cathal Darcy do that on several occasions, but just sitting back in the pocket there, Bradley Higgins, a man with plenty experience both in terms of Clare underage panels and indeed Kilmaley senior as well. He's pulled back, just sat back. Fergie used his experience there, saw where the ball was going to break and drew the free as well.
Yeah, correct, and the first time really the Bridge under a little bit of pressure had to get rid of the ball and played it down into that right into the spine of that Kilmaley defence, and Bradley Higgins was onto like a light and got fouled, was given advantage, but Hoy pulled it back. Good decision.
Sean Kennedy taking that free again, switching the point of attack. It's been a real feature of Kilmaley's play, using the flanks quite well. John Finucane snaps that one up. Really good play from the young Kilmaley man. Shortens up the grip to get it away. Gets it back here now for another strike by Peter Ronan. And Ronan sends that one straight over the bar from out here on this left wing. Good work from that big strong Finucane at 14, popping it back to Ronan. He made no mistake with the finish. Kilmaley stretch more clear. We're midway through the first half.
Yeah, it was a great ball initially out to Finucane out. Even though he's playing full forward, he made his way out to the corner. Ronan had made space from inside. Great ball back out, and fantastic score, Peter or Derek. It wasn't that easy, and he took it well.
He certainly did. Yeah, he's a fellow that has huge levels of work rate and everything, and certainly building up his experience as well as young Finucane, as we mentioned, captain of that Flannan's team that just lost out in that Munster Colleges game a little earlier on this year. Ball outside there in the middle of the park at the moment. Kilmaley now looking to put the squeeze on, and this man Darcy trying to break through the challenge again, met by 4 Bridgemen outside there. Ball goes to the ground. Still there to be won. Darcy has it back up into his paw again, dances off onto that right wing. He'll have a snap at goal, but well blocked down outside. Killian Custy doing well to stand his ground. Over goes Finucane now, trying to kick this clear, trying to use that big frame. Has the ball up into his hand as well, and does well to get it across here to O'Loughlin. Can he turn and make the space? Dragged down to ground. That's going to be a free in. And again, Kilmaley, as you mentioned, Fergie, just starting to find their rhythm. When that front 6 click, they're certainly looking dangerous.
They are looking very dangerous, and I think the key to this now and the turnaround in the last maybe 5 minutes towards Kilmaley has been their midfield and their half hour line. Derek, they're totally have taken over control of the game, and as we saw right from the throw-in, a lot of the play, because of the breeze situations between the 245s or maybe the 265s in hurling terms, and I think Kilmaley now are really getting the grips to both in the middle of the field, especially Darcy, and in their half hour line. Sean O'Loughlin's causing big trouble centre forward.
Yeah, with yellow card picked up there as well by one of the Bridge defenders, so he's going to have to be careful as well. As Sean O'Loughlin now stands over this free, 1-5 to 3 points, 16 minutes gone here in Clarecastle. O'Loughlin looking for his third point of free of the afternoon. He lands that one over, and again that gap now out to 7, 1-7 to 3 points, 16 and a half minutes gone. Does the scoreline, Fergie, reflect the play so far?
I think in the last maybe 7 to 10 minutes, Derek, I think Kilmaley have dominated it. We saw that drop in intensity of the Bridge. They've lost their shape a good bit now in the field. Their half hour line has come too far back up the field and leaving the Kilmaley half back line too loose. So we saw a drop in intensity of the Bridge.
Yeah, and they're going to have to be alert now at the moment, and they are with their fullback Killian Custody now as he clears his lines right down into the middle of the park. But again, who's there? It's Cahill Darcy picking that ball up and trying to flick it across. Does very well indeed outside there. It's now Sean Kennedy who's been raiding forward from the half back line. He got one, he's now got two. Sean Kennedy, one off his right, one off his left. Darcy the man that instigated that. Himself and Micheál Murray forming a fairly formidable midfield partnership as Kilmaley stretched that 8 points clear.
Yeah, in the Bridge you want to be doing something about it really at this stage, Derek. Darcy's causing serious trouble in the middle of the field. No change yet, and he's linking up well with Sean Kennedy wing back, and they're totally in control now. Kilmaley and the Bridge need to get a score fast to get back into this game.
Of course, that man Micheál Murray, another was the Milltown crew that were picking up a Clare Senior Football Championship medal, as well as that ball goes right out over the sideline. It's going to be a line ball for Sixmilebridge. And now Kevin McNamara is telling Kilmaley to up it a little bit, but certainly it's the Bridge that need to up it in terms of what's going on the scoreboard as they stretch ever clearer. 17 coming up on 18 minutes gone. Sixmilebridge now with this line ball from their own 45 metre line, but didn't make a great connection on that. Tom O'Rourke went in. He's going to be fouled. I think the referee coming over, Ger Hoy. That's going to be another free in for Sean O'Loughlin. Tom O'Rourke, the man with the foul committed on him. O'Loughlin with the free. A difficult enough one, but from what he's done so far, we won't back against him, Fergie.
No, it's scoreable. It's a little bit to the left hand side here, out near the sideline, but it's very, very scoreable for a player like Sean O'Loughlin. But again, Storm Devaney, soft free to give away. He still was in a chance of getting a hook, maybe a turnover, and instead he chopped down across him and give a handy free. As I said, Derek, if the Bridge don't get a score or two within the next few minutes, this game will be gone for them.
O'Loughlin will have to put this one towards that right hand post, and he does it brilliantly. He's a great striker of ball, this fella. Catches it cleanly every time, Fergie, which this time of the year isn't easy to do.
No, he's a fantastic striker, both from frees and from general play, and he hit that smartly and hit it sweetly over the bar.
A man with fatal connections as well. The Guilfoyles often claim the O'Loughlin's, but we'll leave that for Tommy to explain perhaps someday as well. But certainly they were proud of what they did last year, getting to that Clare Senior Championship semi-final. The Bridge now back on the attack, and it's at number 12 Mark Gall trying to play this one long in towards the post. As it's swinging over, it does. Good score from Gall. They needed that badly. 11 minutes to go to the break. Maybe, just maybe, Fergie, this can settle them down.
Yeah, as we just spoke about before he got the score, the Bridge needs to get a score, and all the momentum now is with Kilmaley, and that score might turn the tide a little bit. I'm surprised that the Bridge didn't kill the game a little bit by going down maybe an injury or two and that, because all the momentum is with Kilmaley.
You'd never vindicate cynic behaviour like that, Fergie, would you?
Anything to win, Derek.
Back the ball comes to Cahill Darcy. He'll certainly do anything to win, as well as he puts it on the stick and just spoons it forward. It's great stick control outside. Wonderful work as Kilmaley now tried to work that scoring opportunity. Tom O'Rourke got plenty of scores in the Senior Championship last year, knew the hook was coming and had to be alert. Darcy shortens it up, a nice little snappy ball across. Sean O'Loughlin again from 45 yards out. This man just doesn't know how to miss. Another brilliant score from Sean O'Loughlin, but made again by the alertness there of Darcy. A lovely snappy ball across and made sure the scoring chance was on.
Yeah, another fantastic score by Sean O'Loughlin, and again, as you mentioned, Derek, Darcy causing serious trouble in the middle of the field. What I like about Kilmaley, Derek, there's no shooting on sight. They're not throwing it up. You mentioned the rope there, he got the ball. He was going to be hooked. What to do? Shortened it up and moved it on a little bit, but they're recycling the ball very, very well.
Bridge now with a chance to get a score back straight away. It's Tiernan Agnew that took that strike, but it goes to the right and it goes wide. A man that we know, Fergie, has plenty of potential. I know you're a fella that enjoys a game of squash, but this man Agnew, a very accomplished handballer as well, a great sportsman. A
great sportsman, and I've never seen him playing handball, but what I can gather from him, he's a fantastic handballer, and there's a lot of more accolades to come from him in that sport. But he's a brilliant hurler too. And the problem is, I suppose, Derek, just going back to our game, the problem is that there's the Bridge man down, Derek. There's the momentum broken now for Kilmaley. But look. Again, what the problem the Bridge are having is again winning the midfield battle. complete half back line is completely gone out of it completely. They need to try and make it like they did in the first 10 minutes maybe, or maybe first 7 minutes, a real battle in that middle third. They're not doing that. They've allowed Kilmaley to get onto the ball. And in fairness to Kilmaley, as I said, no shooting on sight, recycling the ball, finding runners coming from the half back line, and they're getting some fantastic scores. And with maybe 9 minutes to go to half time, the Bridge want to be popping on a score or two more, because it looks like if there is any breeze favouring anybody, it's probably favouring the Bridge in the first half.
As we see so often, the first substitution for Kilmaley, or for Sixmilebridge, is a cornerback coming off. It's Jake Deneen off, and we'll get you the name of the man to come on in just a couple of moments time. For the minute, we'll stay with the play here right at the moment, because it's Jack Curry, and outside there as well too, James Holloway coming through, throwing around this right wing, trying to bustle his way through using his considerable frame, and doing very well indeed as well. He's a big unit, this sort of Fergie. We mentioned that maybe Kilmaley not the biggest, but certainly Holloway one of the biggest men on the field here this afternoon, and he's using his frame to good effect here.
Yeah, give away a little bit of a free, but he's a big man, or earned a free. He's a big man, but again, when the Bridge gets into this corner, they're causing a serious amount of trouble. The problem is they're not getting it in often enough. So again, the gig will be, I suppose, for them to move the ball a little bit faster from their midfield half back line, and they're causing Kilmaley a little bit of trouble when they're doing that.
Corey landed a free from a much more difficult angle just a couple of moments ago. This time, has it snuck inside? It has. Just got inside that left hand upright. One they needed, 1-9 to 5 points. They've got 8 minutes to go to the break, and all in all, they'll take. If they can tack another point or two here, Fergie, keep it in touch going in at half time. They'll be hopeful that they can raise another challenge.
Yeah, they'd want to get another score or two. Derek, the one thing they won't want now is Kilmaley to pop on another 2 or 3 points and make it very, very difficult for them in the second half.
Yeah, they're not going to give it up too easy at all. Sean Kennedy, 2 points, his name already from wing back. Look at that for pace, up along that far side, dragged down to the ground. I'll tell you one thing, if there was a black card in hurling, we'd certainly be seeing one now from Ger Hoy. It was a desperation kind of a tackle there from Storm Devaney as he went back, but again, that pace from the half back line, you can be small, but when you get going like that, he's hard to stop.
Fantastic hurler as well, and a great attitude, and again, when he got in possession of the ball, there was no thing of throwing it up and hitting it away. He travelled with it, he invited the tattle on, and again, maybe a small little bit unwise from Devaney. Maybe he's still close enough maybe to put him under a little bit of pressure on the strike, but pulled him down, and definitely a free. Another scoring position now for Sean O'Loughlin.
Just right hand side of the goal, as you can see there, as he comes to hit this one, a low enough trajectory on it, and I don't think we even have to ask whether there's an umpire going for the white flag. He's been unerring from free so far. He's got one from play as well, and he's certainly been a threat right throughout this afternoon's game here in Clarecastle. Gort Road Tyres, your commentary sponsors of this afternoon's Clare Under 21A Championship between Kilmaley and Sixmilebridge, and well, a call coming there perhaps from the sideline for a free in for the Bridge. And that's one thing you don't want, I suppose, Fergie, when you have the foot on an opponent's throat. Those silly kind of frees, they're a bit frustrating.
Yeah, they are. It was very, very soft as well. The ball had broken away from both players, and it was more the hurley getting caught on two man's hand rather than him holding the hurley. He was getting in behind him and that, but in front of Ger Hoy, and this was, as you said, the Bridge boys were roaring for a free, so they got a soft free. But then again, this is scoreable. He wanted to be popping this over to keep in touch.
Yeah, Paul Corrie, the man to take it just beyond the 45 metre line in towards that scoreboard end. Looks to have caught that one well. The umpire will go for the white flag. It's a 6th point for Kilmaley here for Sixmilebridge to say this afternoon. 1-10 to 6 is how it stands. We've got 5 minutes to go to the break, and all in all, Kilmaley is certainly worthy of the lead that they have so far here. Shane White, or it's Ronan Candle, I should say, another man from Kilmaley inside in that Kilmaley goal as he hits this into Tees de Breeze. It does very well indeed to reach it just beyond the 65 metre line, and a fantastic catch there. Tom O'Rourke, back it goes now to Darcy. Darcy looks up, saw the hook was coming, and just saw the little dummy, and a fantastic ball in over the top as well. This will be a well worked score if McMahon can land it over. It's just to the right and wide. Everything about that, Fergie, is what you'd coach on the field. The finish just not there, but a fabulous move.
And again a great fielding in the air. Ball moved on to Darcy. Darcy again moves a small little flick out to the wing, and unlucky not to finish with a score, but a great move.
The Bridge now looking to respond again, as we've seen so often. This half back line for Kilmaley very much on top in these last couple of moments, but maybe the physicality now just coming into play a little bit as we watch this one unfold. Let's just see who's going to come out. And Tommy Barry's the man that goes back, trying to bend his back and trying to pick that up indeed, and still coming busting through there now. Kieran Hassett for Sixmilebridge. He's been fouled down to the ground. Kevin Mack and the rest of the Kilmaley management aren't certainly agreeing with that. Maybe just a small turning of the tide, Fergie, in the last couple of moments. The Bridge maybe just upping the intensity a little bit.
Yeah, they're starting to win a few more dirty balls, as we call them. Derek, those balls that are 50-50, the Bridge seem to be getting their hands on those ones now, and they need to do that. It's been all Kilmaley up to now, and another vital score for Corrie if he pops this over, to close the gap going in half time.
10 to 6 is how it stands at the moment. This will put it back to a a 6-point lead for Kilmaley. Let's see, can Curry do that again? It's more than likely going to travel out to the left hand side. No, it didn't, and it's gone to the right and it's gone wide. You could see Fergie from the minute it left the hurl, we predicted a goal left, it just didn't really catch the trajectory he would have wanted.
Yeah, and you could see, as you said, Derek, once he struck that, the body was falling back. He was coming off the strike and it was way too high in a breezy day like today. They have to be a little bit lower, and as you said, once he left the hurley there was only one destination, that was going wide.
4 minutes to go to the break. It's Kilmaley by 7 in this preliminary round of the Clare Under 21A Hurling Championship. Good work outside there, Oisin Looney. And the referee's being urged perhaps to blow the whistle, but again that scrum starting to develop and it's going to be taken away, but it's Darcy that takes it away, shortens up the grip and gets a lovely little ball away here. Good stuff from Aidan Kennedy, and pops the hand pass off as well. Was that ball thrown? It's harsh enough. It's a talking point in hurling lately, isn't it? And certainly Tommy Barry and Aidan Kennedy were falling foul of it there. The Bridge management roared for it, and maybe Gerhoy influenced by that. But what's your thought, Fergie, on this whole hand pass debate in hurling?
Yeah, it's one of my pros as well, that it has to be a hand pass, half a doubt of a throw, the referees are going to pull for it. On that occasion I think the Bridge management probably called that for Gerhoy. There were 3 or 4 of them jumping up, it was very close to the sideline here, but to give the referee no doubt, hand pass the ball, it's simple stuff. There's too many was just letting it off the hand from a throw position, and unless it's 100% clear, referees are going to pull you for it.
So it's that big debate, no doubt about it, in the hurling terms at the moment. We just watch for Aaron Maloney to be foul blow on that far side. Ronan Cannon is the man that takes the free. That lands right down here in front. You can hear that clash. Now what way is that going to go? It's going to be a line ball for Kilmaley, and well, it's again, everything is being disputed here this afternoon. That's what you get when it comes as far as championship. Tommy Barry is the man that's going to take this line ball. Again, we saw a fabulous score earlier on from a similar position where a line ball went crossfield, and I think it was Aidan Kennedy came on the end of it to catch that. Maybe not the trajectory he would have wanted on that ball, but still is going to work out in his favour. Big John Finucane takes that one. So too there Sean O'Loughlin, he's pulled to the ground, and Sean O'Loughlin was the man that came onto that occasion. He's been fouled, he'll no doubt get up and take his own free as well as Gerhoy goes in to take it down. And again, it's kind of making the most, Fergie, of it. A line ball that looked a bit dribbly, but in fairness to Sean O'Loughlin, he made the most of it. Yeah,
I don't mind too many line balls like that. Derek, being honest, it went 20-30 yards, but it was on the ground. It was a good ball to play to forward. We often say it's a great sideline ball, 10-20 feet into the air and 20 yards wide or 20 yards away from a player. But again, into Sean O'Loughlin, got over it, made himself big and strong, and invited the free onto himself, and no doubt about the free, he's after popping it over the bar.
Yeah, he potted that fairly well. And again, you can just see from a breezy day, the trajectory is nice and low. He's putting it into the teeth and not really giving the breeze much of it to say in terms of where the ball is actually going to go. Puck out coming, hand going up there outside from Micheál Murray, but the ball breaking down his midfield partner Cathal Darcy. How many times have we mentioned his name in this opening half? A lovely swinging ball there from Kennedy again. John Finucane goes over on that far side trying to pick it up and does. Pops the hand pass back, no doubt about that one, and it's going to be a shot from Éanna McMahon right out on the sideline, but again just going to the right hand side and going wide. Good work from Finucane, popped the pass back. It's just proving a little bit difficult at times, Fergie, shooting from that far side, it would seem.
It is from that far overside, the left hand side over the far side. It's a little bit difficult. That's 2 points for McMahon, or 2 wides for McMahon on that side, but again, compliments to Kilmaley, they're recycling the ball brilliantly.
Kieran Hassett now trying to create a little bit of space over here for James Holloway to come onto it. He has it, shortens up the grip, half blocked down though. Perhaps the shot wasn't really on, and Maloney is going to back and try and pick this one up. He has to get the 2 bites at the cherry, but he comes away with it, and Gerhoy is saying it again, and we can see the frustration here in terms of the Bridge management, Fergie, because they're simple old silly fouls to be given away down in a place that they don't need to be.
Yeah, 100%. Like the fullback, the Kilmaley fullback had so much. Maloney had so much work to do right in the corner out near the sideline to clear that ball, on his own 13-metre line, and to go away a soft free now is going to be cleared maybe 80 or 90 yards up the field, and Tommy Liddy going mad. I wouldn't blame him.
Again, Ronan Cannon is the man that's going to come out to take this one. The goalkeeper, good strong puck it is too as he comes down this near side, going out towards the sideline. They go up for it. Ball breaking again, saying not to foul the man coming out. He does very well to get it away here to Holloway again, trying to drive it in now, in towards Curry and in towards Agnew there as well, but Maloney is there trying to break this one up. So too back there, Micheál Murray. It's Storm Devaney though that eventually takes it out that little ruck, but again, look at that, swarming around 3 Kilmaley men around him as he tries to get that ball away. Still just waiting for this play to develop, and again Cathal Darcy kicks it clear. Tiernan Agnew going back now, trying to put the pressure on. Did he pull it in? He did, and again a needless kind of a one to give away, but Darcy has been just so busy in this first half.
He's been fantastic, Derek. He's been the player on view for me and so far in this first half, with a few minutes to go to half time. He's onto everything, and again he's used to the ball, is absolutely fantastic. When he can't strike it, he runs with it. He invites the free on. If he's not, he's then one-handed hurley passes off, hand passes off left and right of him. He's absolutely been the real ticking stone for Kilmaley in the first half here.
Another chance now for Sean O'Loughlin. When I say a chance, he's between the two 65s, right smack back in the middle of the park. But the way he's been hitting them, you certainly wouldn't bet against him. The breeze even seems to have died just ever so slightly, to look at the flags here in front of us on the sideline. Here comes O'Loughlin to take it again, that low trajectory, but he proves that he is human after all, as the first half ends with a Sean O'Loughlin wide from a free. But certainly it's been impressive from a Kilmaley perspective. 111 to 6 points they lead, and you get the feeling that perhaps they've got that bit of a cushion now to maybe drive on.
Yeah, I think so, Derek. Bar the first maybe 5 to 8 minutes, the Bridge were right up for 3 points each for most of that period. But once Kilmaley got a hold of things, once Kilmaley got their big players onto the ball, especially Darcy in the middle field, Sean O'Loughlin centre forward has been outstanding. Sean Kennedy in the other wing has been brilliant. Bradley hasn't been on much ball at centre back, but much ball hasn't gone down the spine of the team. They've limited the Bridge to playing it on the flanks, and they've dealt with it reasonably well, bar the first few minutes, bar into Paul Curry in the corner caused a little bit of trouble. But Kilmaley are well in control of the game. Maybe a little breeze to their backs in the second half, but if they keep the same pattern, winning good aerial ball, laying off good ball, recycling great ball, using their heads, no shooting on sight, they look a very good team to me.
From a Bridge point of view, what do you try to change in the second half?
Well, look at him. I'm surprised that they haven't tried maybe one or two moves on Darcy. He's totally controlled the game. I think they're playing too much in that central spot. Again, maybe the centre back. Sean O'Loughlin's a handful to anybody, but again, they're allowing everything come down the centre. I don't know what really. Personnel wise they have on to bring on, but they need to really get a grip of things around the midfield area in their half back line, and the use of their ball at times maybe is a small little bit scattered. We've seen the first few minutes when they did get it into the corner, nice and fast to Curry's caused serious trouble. So again, I suppose the cry is that they'll have to pick up the energy they had in the first maybe 8 or 9 minutes. Their work getting completely dropped, and when they were working awful hard in the first 8 minutes, I know you can't keep that going for long periods, but they need to get back up to that again. They need to probably get Kilmaley more into rucks and because we said it before we came on here, they're good hurlers, all experienced, can use the ball very well, and the Bridge have totally allowed them to dominate those areas.
And that's how it stands at half time, as Kilmaley well in control, 111 to 6 points. We're back with the second half.